On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Let me give you deference and say Neo channeled the essence of a woman, and he wrote a song, a hit, number one hit for Beyonce. When she sang the song, when she channeled the essence and the energy of the I'm asking y'all.
Is this earthy, Anton? Is this earthy?
I'm not
That's bullshit.
Yeah, don't participate.
Channel the energy. Where's my crystal ball?
Yeah, when she channeled the energy, well, because we wanted to make the distinction that Neo wrote it. That's fair. But regardless, she delivered on that. Right? So can y'all describe for me, because it sounded to me
you can't use that one, really. I'm gonna have to. You can't use that one.
Yeah,
that's not a good example.
He's talking about building with the man.
That's not a good example, bro.
She's building with the man.
Who's gonna get paid millions of dollars for that song?
It don't matter if that guy was already at the top of the heap. They're going to try to push him to be even more than what it is that he's at. So my point is that they're not necessarily trying to build a man because he's in a space where they don't like it. I don't think that women are inherently accepting of any man in the current space and position that he's in because they want him to always evolve and be getting better in the first place. That's my point. The point is that we're not necessarily speaking to the nature of women. We're speaking about what women are doing. But you can't just apply that to just the men that are in a certain space. You have to apply that across the board because women are always going to want to push a man to be a changed, evolved, different version of what he is, despite or whether or not she get the highest value man. It does not matter. We're looking at, listen, we're looking at Jada Pinkett Smith literally implode before our eyes right now, and she has one of the highest value men that is on the earth walking right now. That is the absolute truth. Yet she's still seeking, chasing, evolving, crying, talking about she don't know what love is and she has to find it. We watching this literally play out before our eyes in real time. And you telling me that women are only doing that when it comes to certain type of guys that they settle for? No, they do that across the board. And they don't understand the nature of men. And this is one of the reasons why when you finally find a certain type of guy, and I got to agree with Kay a little bit on this, when you finally find a certain type of guy that do not accept and just move based off of how we gonna move, and he gonna be successful regardless of whether you there or not. So you can either ride the wave and you can get on board, or you can jump off and, you know what I'm saying, go surfing over there with the sharks. But the point is that the nature of women is to always try to push a guy to be something different.
I disagree.
That's just the truth.
No, it's not. Because if you get a woman that has a particular man that she wants, high value man or whatever, she's not going to force him to change. That would be dumb of her. For what? She won. What do you guys say? Y'all the prize. She won. Now with Jada, that's a completely different. She's not regular folks. And Jada wanted Pac. So that's a whole nother situation.
What?
Wait. I mean, am I lying? She did.
But you're still missing it. Regardless of whether or not they feel like they got the prize, they're never satisfied. Ever.
I think, come on. No.
I disagree. I totally disagree.
Anton, your wife is satisfied. Like, come on.
I'm talking about with the fact of trying to be ever evolving, right? They're always trying to push. They're always trying to change. Well, they're always trying to make the situation to be even more. Listen, a guy could be winning in every aspect of his life. And let's just say, for example, we're not even going to talk about, because building can be in a lot of different ways, right? We're not even going to talk about money, high value, all of that stuff. They could want him to be more emotional, be more in their children's life. It's a lot of different ways in which women try to help or move men past whatever it is that they feel like a man needs to be in order to try to satisfy themselves. We see men of great resources get divorced every single day. It's playing out across the internet all day long. We see it all day long.
I think that's completely true. But also, like a woman's emotions are fleeting, so they might feel like this today, and tomorrow they might feel.
Look at Steph Curry. Why is his chick seeking attention?
Look at you. Look at you.
I know. I'm awesome.
But it's her insecurities. she's not trying to change him. It's her insecurities that she's doing all this for, to satisfy her insecurities and her need for attention. But she's not going to steps talking about, let's change your outfit, let's make you a better ball player because this is my needs and my wants.
No. I'm saying that I'm leaning on the idea that, and of course, I'm not saying all women, but the overwhelming majority of women, despite the situation that they find themselves in, are never fully satisfied with their circumstance. That's my argument.
I think
What does that speak to then?
I think that's a good
The
point.
overwhelming majority are unhappy.
No, I didn't say unhappy. I said they're never
satisfied.
they don't stay satisfied with their circumstance.
What
They can be happy.
Bigger issue.
What was
I
the
agree
question,
with
Kay?
that.
If the overwhelming majority are not satisfied, what's the bigger issue? Is that a woman's problem or the problem that some
That is a woman's problem.
I would.
That is specifically a woman's problem.
I think
No, because think about it. People that are doing things that, like Anton, I keep saying you in your relationship, your wife is happy with you, right?
Yeah, we are in a phenomenal. We've never been better, never been stronger.
Because you're doing what you're supposed to do.
That don't mean that she don't sit here and be coming to me talking about, I want to be more connected with every single part of you. I'm like, yo, I don't know how much more emotionally I have to give. I don't know what else to share.
You can't expect.
I don't have anything else left.
You can't expect in a relationship where people are constantly, getting older, evolving, growing, to have, something to say. That doesn't mean that you're not satisfied. It just means you're growing as humans do.
Well, so let me ask the question of the ladies. When Beyonce wrote the song Upgrade,
did she write that? I think Neo did. So
yeah.
So let's say whoever wrote it. Let me give you deference and say Neo channeled the essence of a woman, and he wrote a song, a hit, number one hit for Beyonce. When she sang the song, when she channeled the essence and the energy of it. I'm asking y'all.
Is this earthy, Anton? Is this earthy?
I'm not participating.
Yeah, don't participate.
Channel the energy. Where's my
yeah, when she channeled the energy, well, because we wanted to make the distinction that Neo wrote it. That's fair. But regardless, she delivered on that. Right? So can y'all describe for me, because it sounded to me
you can't use that one, really. I'm gonna have to. You can't use that one. That's not a good example.
He's talking about building with a man.
That's not a good example, bro.
He's building with a man.
Who's gonna get paid millions of dollars for that song?